ideas, and they will send it to me. I'll sign off on it. They'll send me the artwork, and then I'll send this off to the transfer company. Then the transfer company, they will take my stuff. They'll actually make a screen, just like the regular screen printing process. Like, so these are the same type of inks that screen printers use, which is why the quality is so great. But the transfer company will actually take, beat the devil with a big ugly stick. The transfer company will take the design that I send over to them. They'll actually make the screens, and they'll screen print on to this type of release paper. Now, so instead of printing onto a t-shirt, they'll screen print on to this paper. And if I order 100 of these sheets, then they'll print this thing onto 100 sheets or 50 sheets, and they'll cut them in half. And they will send me my 100 transfers, thus the transfer. Now, this costs on average $1.50 per transfer, and generally there's a dozen that comes to a pack. And so you're looking at about $18. Now, if you buy big volume, sometimes the transfer companies, they'll give you a bigger discount. But I'm saying this is $1.50 from the retail side. But your cost on something like this, depending on how many you order, might be 50 cents a sheet. And depending on how small your design is, for example, you might be able to get 2 of these onto a sheet. So if the sheet is costing you 50 cents a sheet, and you got 2 designs onto a sheet, this transfer costs you 25 cents. Because they take that, it's 2 to a sheet, and then you cut it in half when you get it. And, and you can only use these one time. Once you transfer this onto the shirt, you can't use it anymore. But again, a graphic artist drew this design. This was drawn out. A person who came up with this idea, this particular design, they drafted it out on paper, they emailed it or scanned it and sent it off to the graphic artist, gave them some ideas of what they wanted, and then the graphic artist put this together. And then the graphic artist sent them the artwork, and then the person sent this off to a transfer company, and they made these transfers. They put the designs onto the transfer, and now they resell these transfers. Now, if I had to start over, a lot of folks ask me all the time, Cortez, if you had to get back into the business again, if you had to, not get back into the business, but if you lost everything you had, what would you do differently in the t-shirt business? Or would you get back into the t-shirt business? What would you do knowing what you know now? Well, if I lost everything and I had to start all over in the t-shirt business, what I would do, I like dealing with the Christian t-shirt designs and religious themes. What I would do is, instead of trying to sell t-shirts, I'll come up with a good 12 designs, in my case, Christian themed designs, and I'll get them drafted up by a graphic artist, and I would go into the transfer business. Because, see, let me give you an example. We bought thousands and thousands of this particular transfer. This is from the Survivor show, TV show. Survivor, Outlive, Outpray. It's not just the game and the Bible scripture and Survivor. Now, we've sold, thousands and thousands and thousands of this particular design. Now, if I owned the transfer, say for instance, if I ordered 100 of these and I sold 100 t-shirts, guess what? I have to call the transfer company back and order 100 more, and then 100 more, and in this case, thousands more. And that's the side of the business I'd rather be on. I'd rather be on the side of the business where I have the transfers and the designs that people like, and people buy my transfers from me over and over and over and over again. And for a person that's just setting up an account with one of these transfer companies that retail these, they'll pay $1.50 per transfer. So I'd rather sell my transfers to people for $1.50 each and have them buy it over and over and over again. And there are hundreds and there's thousands of people on the internet selling religious themed t-shirts, and they're all selling the same type of designs, religious Christian designs, because there's only a couple of companies that make the religious themed designs. So if it were me, that's what I'd do. I'd make my own transfers, my own designs, make my own designs, and let other people buy my designs from me. Let him give you a hand. Again, this was drawn up by somebody, sent to a graphic artist. The graphic artist put it together, sent it back, and this design was sent over to the transfer company, and they transferred this design onto the paper. And then the person ordered the transfers in bulk. But that's what I would do if I was in the business. But that's it. I hope I addressed your issues about these transfers. It's not that difficult. Again, you cannot use an iron. You must use a heat press because you need the heat along with the pressure to make it work. And I recommend a 16 by 20. However, if there's a 15 by 15 that you're able to get it. Just get started. Don't make any excuses about delaying the process. Just get going. And you can buy these heat press machines used on Craigslist. I picked up one just the other day for $400, a 16 by 20. Normally went for $1,200. It was a Hix brand, Hix brand heat press, and I paid $400 for the thing. And so the deals are out there, and just look for them. You don't have to go spend $2,000 or $1,000 for one of these machines. If you're just getting started, just get something so you can get going. Now, if you got the money, then of course get a new one. But that's it. I hope this information has been helpful. If you haven't bought my book on how to start your own t-shirt business, go to our website, www.TshirtRiches.com. Order the book, and we're getting good reviews, good raves, and people are excited about it. And we will help you get going on your journey to starting a successful t-shirt business. Thanks again. My name is Cartez Ross with T-Shirt Riches. Have a great day.